Welcome, fellow legal eagles and armchair jurists. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the wonderfully weird, outrageously expensive, and sometimes hilariously absurd world of defamation lawsuits against media outlets. Get ready to have your jaw drop, your coffee spit out, and your sense of reality slightly warped. We're talking lawsuits so bonkers, they make a reality TV show look like a documentary on tax audits. We'll be exploring cases that range from the genuinely concerning, where powerful figures attempt to silence legitimate criticism, to the utterly ludicrous, where the plaintiff's claims defy logic and common sense. Prepare for a wild ride through the legal landscape, where truth, fiction, and sheer absurdity collide. One of the most fascinating aspects of these cases is the sheer audacity of some of the claims. We've seen individuals sue for millions, even billions, based on articles or broadcasts that, frankly, barely mention them. In some cases, the defamation consists of a single, slightly critical sentence buried deep within a lengthy piece. You'll hear about lawsuits stemming from satire, opinion pieces, even simple news reports that, in the eyes of the plaintiff, somehow constituted a devastating attack on their character. I wonder what planet the judge was on when they delivered that verdict in one particular case. Let's start with a classic example, the case of this individual, a prominent figure in the business world, sued a major newspaper for a piece that discussed a controversial business deal. The article, while critical, was factually accurate and well-researched. Yet the plaintiff claimed the article portrayed him as a dishonest and untrustworthy businessman, ruining his reputation and causing irreparable harm. The case dragged on for years, costing millions in legal fees before it was ultimately dismissed. The sheer amount of money spent on this case, money that could have been used for far more productive purposes, is frankly astounding. The whole thing feels like a scene straight out of a darkly comedic legal drama. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. We'll explore cases involving politicians who sued for critical reporting on their policies, celebrities who took offense at negative reviews, and even ordinary citizens who believed a local news report unfairly portrayed them. The common thread: a profound misunderstanding of the meaning of defamation and a shocking willingness to engage in protracted, costly legal battles. I mean, you'd think they'd have better things to do with their time and money, wouldn't you? Perhaps write a strongly worded letter to the editor. One case in particular stands out for its sheer absurdity. A wealthy socialite sued a gossip magazine for an article that claimed she had a penchant for wearing brightly colored hats. Yes, you heard that right, brightly colored hats. The lawsuit alleged that the article damaged her reputation and caused her significant emotional distress. The defense's response? Let's just say it involved a parade of witnesses who testified to the socialite's rather eccentric hat collection. When you hear this lawyer's defense, you'll spit out your coffee. The legal complexities surrounding defamation are, of course, significant. To successfully sue for defamation, a plaintiff must prove that the statement was false, published to a third party, caused them harm, and was made with actual malice. This last element is particularly important in cases involving public figures, who must prove that the statement was made with knowledge of its falsity or reckless disregard for the truth. It's a high bar to clear, and yet we still see a surprising number of cases that manage to reach the courtroom. However, the sheer cost of these lawsuits is a significant factor. Legal fees can quickly spiral out of control, making these battles financially ruinous for both sides. Even if a media outlet wins the case, the legal costs can be substantial, potentially impacting their ability to report on important issues in the future. This chilling effect on the press is a serious concern, as it can lead to self-censorship and a reluctance to investigate potentially controversial topics. We'll also delve into the strategic use of these lawsuits by powerful individuals and corporations. Sometimes, the goal isn't necessarily to win the case, but to tie up the media outlet in expensive and time-consuming litigation. This can be a form of intimidation, discouraging future critical reporting. It's a strategic game of attrition, where the resources of the media outlet are slowly drained away. In addition, we'll examine the role of the courts in these cases. How do judges balance the right to free speech with the need to protect individuals from false and defamatory statements? Are there instances where the courts have been overly sympathetic to plaintiffs, leading to a chilling effect on the press? Are there biases in how these cases are handled? And finally, we'll discuss the ethical implications of these lawsuits. What is the responsibility of the media to report on matters of public interest, even if it means facing the potential for costly litigation? How can we ensure that the legal system doesn't stifle legitimate criticism and investigative journalism? These are crucial questions that we need to address to maintain a free and informed society. We are, after all, talking about the cornerstone of a functioning democracy. This isn't just a story about lawyers and lawsuits. It's a story about the balance between power, free speech, and the pursuit of truth. It's a story that's often bizarre, frequently frustrating, and sometimes unexpectedly hilarious. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by the truly insane world of defamation lawsuits against media outlets. We've only just scratched the surface, and there are many more outrageous stories waiting to be told. This is going to be a wild ride. Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes exploring the most bizarre corners of the legal world. We'll be back next time with more unbelievable tales from the courtroom.